other pool. Yeah.
What do you have here? This looks awesome, and I'm looking to get set up.
So Easy Reels is an app that streams. So it streams and it keeps score. So on YouTube, people can watch the map and see the scoreboard across the top.
From your phone, or is this
the phone? The GoPro I just use because my daughter likes to set up the video, and it's just easier. So this streams. So people can watch around here with the score on it, and then this is just collaborative. Yeah.
Is this something you got on
Amazon? Yep. So this is because the power, yeah.
I'm looking to just use hardware.
Oh, okay.
So I know
this is actually a light stand. I like it because it goes really high. The disadvantage is it's not a tripod and real stable, so any little touch, it doesn't go over, it just shakes. So you just got to keep it stable. But it goes up. You can get up over there. Yeah, so that's why I want to use light stands. They make bigger ones, but this is super lightweight. And it was 2 for $40. So it's lightweight and relatively cheap.
Did you get it from Blake?
No, Amazon. Yeah. And then because I do GoPro as well, this is just a light bar. Yeah, I stopped searching on tripod because the tripods wouldn't go that high or they're super heavy. So I went to light stands, and like I said, I really like it. It's just you got to be careful not to knock it. Otherwise, it'll sit and vibrate forever.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. 14 minutes, yep. Yeah, she's on the bench.
Okay.
You're good. 15 twos, okay.
So, they don't do much. My daughter plays 14 months, 14 months. She's a 7, so.
Okay.
They don't do much.
Oh, yeah. The real good blow up at 15.
Yeah, they don't do much for the twos, but so I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta figure out how to do this.
Oh, you mean video and stuff?
Yeah, so I think the parents were all gonna get together.
Oh, yeah, okay. What does huddle cost?
I know it's like 15 months,
Okay. Per player. And what does that give you?
Do you want to do this too? Because they will within 24 hours.
Okay.
So like, Ava will be able to go with them, put them in there, and it'll be all the stuff.
Oh, cool stuff, okay.
And it'll
That's pretty cool.
and they do highlights.
Okay.
None of us have time.
Yeah.
And I don't have desire to leave.
Right.
Okay for it.
Right.
So, sorry to interrupt you, Dan.
No, that's fine.
But, yeah, I think that's what we're going to try to do, but I just need to get set up.
Yeah, this was just a cheap light stand on Amazon. It's a 2 for $40, and it's nice and lightweight, so you carry it around. And it goes. I know. So I'll just show you if you want to see. So you can get up above people wanting to come in. That's why I like it. Yeah.
Yep. Which
So look for
Way too short.
light stands.
Light stand.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I can't find
This
it.
is.
Oh, this was on Amazon too. I'm okay with it. There's probably better options out there. It works, but
I'm also looking. Because if I use my phone, it's going to be like dead in a half second.
Right.
And I don't imagine that iPads are going to.
Right. That's right. So
People at home are like, come on!
yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Mike,
Nice to meet you. I'm sure
you guys are still playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, get it. Right, I know. That's what this is. Right. Couldn't find it. Well, it keeps down to this side though, so that's not good. Oh, 15-15. Yeah.
Are you going there for the second? Yeah.
up, man? How you doing?
That end, right?
Join live or you want to wait? Oh, we don't need that.
Push it.
Okay, we're joining you live here, folks. We're nearing the end of set one, and it's a good one. 21-20 Lights. Playing it. That point goes to a team from Kansas City, Missouri, Highlands. This has been neck and neck the whole way, never more than a couple of points. We're tied 21-21 right now. Blackjack. Serve is over on the Kansas City side. We're going to bring it over. KJ, back set, slung over, almost down. They pancaked that, but it wasn't good enough. Nobody home in the middle. That's another point for Northern Lights.
Who is it? Highland?
Highlands, some Highlands Performance or something like that. I'm going to just call them Highlands. Audrey puts serve in play. And it's a block, and it's another point for Northern Lights. 23-21, folks. We can get this first set, get off to a good start. Would be a great thing, and that's enough for the Highlands coach to take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I'd like to thank Sam McCaw at Easy Reels for putting the application together that allows for us to stream and provide this view to you. Sam is a veteran of the Northern Lights Club. His daughter, Gabby, is playing college volleyball. Let's finish out this set one and move on to two.
Audrey puts it in play. Highlands setting up their offense, right pin, big swing, off the block, tipped. Oh, almost back in play. Awesome effort there on defense by KJ Klembarski.
Jim, you see the girls working over there at the sideline there. For a legal hit to be, a player needs to have a foot on the tiles. If they're both feet onto the concrete, that is called out of bounds and no longer can hit the ball.
Okay, good to clarify the rules here. We got a lot of courts and a lot of people, and hard to know where the line is sometimes. All right, that one comes off at us right into the broadcast booth here. Luckily didn't take anybody out. 23-23. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You can hold it.
Yeah, that's not enough time. We'll do it in between sets.
You can still follow the game from over there too, though.
Okay.
Rolling recorder.
All right, we're back here, folks. 23-23. What a tight set, Mike. All the way here, this has been close. Never more than a point or two.
It only takes 2 to win. We go side out, start out here, and we move on to set 2.
Here we go. Highlands puts it in play. Klembarski the pass. Sent over. Setting up their offense. Left pin. Big swing. Klembarski pass. Spolidoro the set. Laney Van Eck from the left side. Punched back over by... Here comes... Oh, man, right down the line. Tough play there. That's a hard spot.
Yeah, that was a nice turn to go down the line there. Audrey got a hand on it, but couldn't quite keep it into play. So, not done yet. Get a side out here, and we'll continue on in overtime.
All right. Highlands with the serve. Put it in play. Wellbrock the pass. Masso sends it up. Laney Van Heck sends it over. Offense on the other side. Oh, a tough and a great pickup there. Sent over. Oh, just out. Set 1 goes to Kansas City, folks. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. We're here with our sponsor, Dan Stein, the owner of Stein Alligators Crocodile and Varmint Removal Services. What was your assessment of the first set?
Well, you know what? It's a hard battle. I think our girls are gamers. They're going to come back, fight back. We're going to take them in the next 2.
All right, tell us once more about this special that you're running now. This is facing a team that replays Super Bowl IV, where the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Minnesota Vikings. What are we going to do to change that?
Well, this is our revenge special we're running. It's even better than the Texas special. We're going to go 4 for 1 on the alligator removal today, if we can beat this team from Kansas City, because we are still hurting from that Super Bowl.
All right, you heard it here, folks. 4 for 1 specials. That's 2 alligators, 1 crocodile, 1 snake. It could be 4 snakes. It could be 4 cockroaches.
It's mix
It
and match. It's
doesn't
whatever
matter.
you want.
You can take anything you want here from the Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Service of Prior Lake, Minnesota. And thank you for being a key sponsor, the owner, Dan Stein.
Best of luck, guys. We're going to take them in 3. Here we go.
To Highlands, 25-23. Players getting situated on the court. Libro's coming in, substitution, counting up numbers of players and getting everybody lined up. Down ref is checking positions. About ready to go. Mike, what do you think we need to do for an adjustment here in the second set?
Well, they're a strong team. They got some strong frontline players. I'd like to see a little more middle action to draw that block back inside. Other than that, maybe set up our block a little bit further to the outside. The left side hitter is very good down the line, so get our block outside and help out that line shot.
All right, folks, here we go. Audrey Spolidoro puts the ball in play. Offense set up on the other side. Big block, just long. It was a great block, sending it back just a little bit wide to our right here. Remember, we're in the Minneapolis Convention Center. Sunny day here in the City of Lakes. Super Bowl Sunday. What a great way to start it with championship bracket action here at the Northern Lights qualifier. Oh, big block on the Kansas City side. Highlands sends that one back. 2-0 early going. Good start, but on the other hand, make some adjustments and you can come right back. Spolidoro on the set. Van Hecky sends it over. Offense set up over on the high. Again, handled by Spolidoro. Wellbrock tips it over, and that's enough.
Great tip there. Good choice by Laura. The set brought her inside. She made a nice reach. Tipped over that very tall block. That 23 has got some long arms. She is way above the net.
That brings Wellbrock to the line, spins the ball, a couple of dribbles. Getting ready to go here. Puts it in play. Setting up their offense. That was the tape, and that manages to drop in right in front of KJ Klembarski.
I tell you what, I have lost track of the number of times this team has faced a ball off the net that just dribbles over. It seems today that they've had to battle through at least a handful of those.
Yep, sure. Serve coming from the Highland side, handled by Wellbrock. Spolidoro the set, left pin, popped over by Petrie. It's good. They weren't ready for that one, I don't think, Mike.
No, I agree, Jim. Especially that set pushed way to the outside. There really was only one option to go do that, and their defense just did not react.
That brings our long serve specialist up to the line here. Emma Fredheim had a couple of huge service runs for us over the last couple of days here. Offense set up, touch on the block, great pickup. Nobody home there at the very end. That's a tough play. And it is 4-2 Highlands. Serve is coming at us here. Oh, kick! Oh, I love that play. It's one of those things, remember, if you're, again, not familiar with the volleyball rules, it is perfectly fine to kick the ball. Counts like any other touch. There's some famous kicks in the history of the sport. Serve comes back over. That's a floater moving around. Wellbrock passes it over. Dietrich sends it over. Setting up their offense. Wellbrock the pass. Spolidoro set. Left pin. Dietrich. Oh! Yes! And that's called out. And I believe that's the right call. Boy, another close one. Just floating over towards that line way in the corner.
I'll withhold comment on that call. I couldn't see it.
Remember that any part of the ball touches the line, that can be really hard to judge. Ball flattens out a little bit when it bounces. Tough calls, but I think the right one was made there. Our lefty is in the far right corner, sends it over. Jordan Brownlee. That's an ace. Another Dan Stein Alligator ace. All right, we got Jordan Brownlee. He's going to be serving her. Our lefty, far right corner. She prefers that side. Off an ace. Oh, going back to that same side. This could be another one. Yep, that's out. That's two in a row. 6-4.
Yeah, not sure if you could see that there, but that was a case where the player actually both feet left the tile surface and immediately was ruled out, even though she was on the ball.
Brownlee left hands it over. That one's a little bit long. She's been aggressive on those serves. Remember we talked about how important it is to be aggressive with the serving. Try to get your opponent out of system and create an advantage for your transition on that play. Here comes serve from Highlands. Klembarski. Spolidoro spun over by Dietrich. That's off the block, and that's a great swing there, Mike.
It was a good swing. She really got up and elevated on that hit. She was up way above the net and was able to put it through the top of the block.
Ellie Masso sends it over. Oh, more trouble over on the Highland side. That service is giving them a lot of trouble, Mike.
It is. That's called the one zone in terms of serving. And so coaches give fingers indicating where they'd like the player to serve. That's a one serve, and they've had a lot of problems with that. I imagine we'll see a lot more of that.
Highlands trying to get set up here. They're going to go over left pin. Oh, the block there from Kinsey Cronin.
That's a Cronin wall right there. Playing so well this tournament. Really carried us yesterday, I thought, and I'd like to see her carry us home here.
Ella Masso continues at the line. A little bit of trouble handling this over on the Highland side. They have to punch it over. Spolidoro back to the middle. Quick set, hit, but they cover that over on Highlands. Free ball it over. Klembarski. Spolidoro, big swing from Wellbrock. That's another Northern Lights kill.
Boy, Laura's got such a nice approach. She really gets her timing down and then explodes to the ball. That gets her whole body working through that shot, and she really can do a good job finding holes and just putting the ball down.
Another semi-timeout on the Highland side. Tying your shoes, always a good way to get a quick break when you're on your heels. All right, here we go. Highlands setting up their offense, left pin, big swing, and the block is there, and I don't even know that one made it over. But in any event, that's another point for your Northern Lights. It is 10.
And there's the official timeout.
Coach has seen enough over on the Kansas City side. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And here, our lead sponsor, Dan Stein, back with another message. What do you have for us?
I had the chance to chat with Brady Starkey earlier today, and good friend, great coach, recently inducted into the College Volleyball Hall of Fame, and I want to give a shout out to him for congratulations. 7 national titles in a row, and an even better person, a great guy, and to say congrats to Brady on that.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate those comments.
And 4 for 1 alligator removal.
Remember those, folks, 4 for 1. Dan Stein, Alligator Removal Services of Prior Lake, Minnesota. All right, we're back again here in set number 2. It's 10-6. Official gives us the go-ahead. Elamasso sends another good serve over. Oh, big cross-court swing from that right pin. That was a tough one, Mike.
That was a tough one. She really snuggled up to that 10-foot line on that hit, and she was behind her own 10-foot line. That is a very difficult shot to get over the net, yet tight on our side. Nice shot. Not a lot you can do to defend that.
Front row, Highlands shouting instructions and encouragement. Oh, but you got to get the serve over the net, and that one didn't make it. So back and forth here, 11-7. Coming up on midway in the second set. Oh, fantastic play to get that back and keep it alive. Scrappy play here by 17 Red. And Brownlee, another great pass sent over by Spolidoro. They cover it over on the Highlands side. Left pin, big swing, back and forth. It's a ball game, folks. Big middle swing. Oh. Wow, lots of action on that one.
Good hustle on both sides of the court. Fun to watch. A lot of scrappy volleyball. Not the power game that we've seen often, but that lots of times points like that really can sway momentum. Let's see if the Lights can put a stop to it right away.
Scrappy team can frustrate a power team easily by keep getting those balls up. Big swing, Wellbrook, left side pin, covered over on the Highland side. They punch it over. That's way long. I'd say that was about 6-8 feet out. So that brings Audrey Spolidoro to the line. It is 12-8, folks, for your Northern Lights. 17 Red. Substitution brings Lainey Van Hecke up to the front row, and Audrey puts it in play. Swing from the right pin by Highlands, covered on the block. Van Hecke sends it over. Back to that right pin, try to pop it over. Just some back and forth here, a lot of tipping, a lot of swinging over, and that's off the block in the back. Perfect, another point for your Northern Lights, 13-8.
That was a read by Laura there. She saw that she had 2 blockers up. She actually used the block, I think, intentionally in that case to send the ball deep. Very nice play.
Players tend to creep up when play continues, and those back row players sometimes get caught out of position. Wellbrook sends it down the line. That's another point. Same situation. Caught a little bit out of position there, Mike.
Well, I think maybe you could say out of position. I would say didn't have time to get back for the approach. The play was really tight in that, with both teams jarring for the ball. So it sucked in to cover that. When the set came to her, she took a step back, surveyed the court, and found that corner again. Very smart, heady play.
So much about adjusting to what you see in front of you on the fly. You have to be able to maybe not necessarily do what was planned, but come back in with something that can still score you a point. So we got a timeout here by the Highlands coach. Remind you again, if you don't remember, it is Super Bowl Sunday. Championship Sunday here at the Northern Lights qualifier. We've got about 26 courts here. There's still action on all the courts. Things are really going to ramp up here at about 2 o'clock with all the championship matches will be underway. Audrey Spolidoro at the line, ready to put the ball in play. The right-hander sends it over. Good place for the serve. Left pin, big swing, covered by KJ Klimbarski. Back to the middle, Emma Fredheim sends it over. Back set, right pin, over, touched by the block. Spolidoro We're going to get a double call here. Puts the serve over on the Highland side. Team from Kansas City, Missouri. Audrey, set. Big swing. That's tooled and out. Block, able to send it over, but not in. So that brings the serve back to Lights. That brings Laura Welbrock to the line. It is 15-9. Nice lead here for your Northern Lights.
Yeah, we like that 4-point cushion. The 6-point is even better. Let's continue.
Highland squeezes that through the double block.
Yeah, that was a really nice play there. They were in the middle, which creates some separation from the center court, moves the middle hitter out towards the outside, makes the defense move and adjust. So that was actually a really nice play by Highland.
Serve coming over. Oh, low, good serve. It's covered. We're going to get this one back. Free balled over. Nice recovery there. Here comes the offense, left pin, big swing. Welbrock covers it in the middle of the back row. Audrey sends it over. Oh, right, perfect placement by Lexi.
Sorry, Jim, that was a super nice play. Again, a smart play by Lexi to dump into the middle of the court. Correction on my last analysis. That's actually the A when you push the middle outside.
All right, our long serve specialist back at the line, Emma Fretheim. Sends it over. Back set. Audrey. Laney, Lexi Petrick, that one goes into the net. Tough cross-court swing there. Really very thin margins for error.
I'm pretty impressed with this team, the Highland team's right side hitters. They do a very good job of cutting the court hard from that right side.
Welbrock sends the pass up. Petrick over, that one's just long. 16-12, maintaining a 4-point cushion here.
I'd like to see the ball go back to Lexi with a nice set. She's kind of dealt with some scrambling on our side. I'd like to see her get back on track with a nice set and hit.
Here's the serve, Welbrock, serve receive. Audrey back sets over to Laney. Punches it over, just wide.
Traffic jam at the net there. Ball went up and Audrey couldn't get to the ball, so stepped in to take it over just a little outside.
Coach Lairs has seen enough. Calls the timeout. 16-13. What do you want? All right, we're here with another one of our sponsors. This is Christine Forrester with Sassy Frassy something. Well, tell us about us. You're the new sponsor for our 17 Red team here. What do you have for us?
They're by far the sassiest, frassiest Frappuccino around. Cold press, hot coffee, you name it, you come to my place. It's going to be incredible. I even put a shot of Bailey's in it if you win this game. Later.
Wow, you heard it right there, folks. Picked up another sponsor. There's certainly no shortage of caffeine in the building today. Spolidoro the set, swung over by Cronin. Petrick puts it back. That gets through the double block, and we got another Northern Lights point at 17-13.
That is nice to see Lexi get that point there, get the margin back up to 4, get her back on track on swinging. It was a good, smart play. The block was there. She used the block, found a way in the middle of it.
That brings our left swinger back in here. Jordan Brownlee sends it over. Setting up offense on the Highland side. They swing left pin. Klembarski. Almost a joust at the net. What do we got here? Oh, we got a net call. Boy, I don't see that net moving. That's a really minor call there. I don't know. But that is the call. 17-14. Waiting for the ball to come back. It flew over at least 2 courts over. That puts KC at the line here. They send it over. Oh, that one didn't make it.
The volleyball gods have spoken. We're not sure there was actually a net violation on that previous point.
That evens things out, folks. 18-14. Lights maintains that important 4-point lead. Ella Masso sends it over. Handled on the other side, popped over. Spolidoro, Welbrock, big swing. Boom, boom, boom. Ball comes back. Here we go again. Setter dump is successful. perfect spot. Good spot to use it there. Audrey had a good one.
It's the advantage of having a front row setter. You do lose a hitter, but you get into a position where on a tight pass like that, the setter can just turn and go over and play the ball above the net. When the setter's in the back row, you need to stay below the net if you're going to send the ball over.
Masso continues to serve. That's long. And the ever important 20-point first to 20.
It is, and what's even better is Highland had done a good job cutting into our lead. Now we're back up to 6. That's important.
A little bit of confusion on the other side. They're going to have to pop this over. Wellbrock, Spolidoro, back to Wellbrock. Big swing. That's out of here, folks.
Touch them all, Laura Wellbrock.
Ball comes back in our court. Elamasso checks it for damage. Ready to put it in play. Good serve. That's another ace.
Nice serve by Ella. She really puts her body into these serves and hits the ball with great pace. Like to see her continue to run us out.
Oh, close to that end line. Another tough, aggressive serve. 22-15 here. Lights with definite advantage and the momentum right now. Serve comes across, handled by Brownlee. Audrey, Laura, they spin it back. Oh, tough play there with a spinning ball and some net play. A little confusion at the net. That's a point for KC, 22-16. Still a real solid lead here. Just need to finish the set out, and we will move to a third. Elamasso. Audrey. Oh, Kinsey Cronin, another big kill in the middle.
Excellent by Kinsey. And what you saw there, Jim, was a tight pass. Audrey elevates, and you can see the defense come in. Audrey, I think, can send that quick, sets it over to Kinsey, and she's got a open court.
Good play for your Lights. Off the block, Audrey. Laura's going to send it over. Misses the antenna. Gets it back. Get our offense reset here. A couple of free balls back and forth. Team's getting reset. Big swing left pin. The block is there. Oh, big excitement on the side for Highlands on that play.
Boy, Emma wanted that one, but that block was big and strong right in her face. She took a good cut at it, made a good play. Unfortunately, she was on there on the other side.
Resetting offense here. Slide play covered on the Highland side. Punched over. Audrey left side. Wellbrock sends it down the line. Popped over. Back and forth it goes. Way to get the offensive setup. That has got to be two. Contact called on Highlands. Substitution here now. Lainey Van Hecke coming back into the front row for Jordan Brownlee. That rotation puts Audrey at the line. We're at set point, folks, 24-17. We want to get this match knotted up. Send it to a third set. You get into this point in the bracket, very common to have 3-set matches. Teams are evenly matched and a lot of back and forth action. Offense set up on the Highland side of that big block. She is super thrilled, Emma Fredheim, on that play.
Off to set 3, I love it. The Lights team really dug deep there. Early in that set, there was some contention, and it didn't look good there for a little bit, but they pulled it together and through the middle. The teens there, they got up to their 6-point lead and were able to bounce back from Highland coming in and cutting it to 3. So I really liked the way the Lights team regrouped and stayed strong throughout that entire set.
Well, we're headed back to another 3-setter here. Let's see, this is going to be our third 3-setter of the day. Every match so far. So we're definitely getting our money's worth. The girls are mired here in the gold bracket. Nothing is easy. Nothing is given to you here in the gold bracket. So everything does have to be earned. Quick word from our sponsor here, Dan Stein Alligator Removal Services.
You know, Jim, thanks for the quick word. I really feel like our team is firing on all cylinders right now. They looked great in that set. They're smiling, working as a team, getting good swings, scrapping for the balls, nothing's dropping. I feel good about this third set. It really reminds me of when our technicians are in the field and they're getting that noose around the alligator's neck on the first try. That's really kind of where they're at right now with their play. They look great. I'm excited for the third set. I think we're going to take them.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Dan Stein, our lead sponsor, telling us how this team has come together and how they are tightening the noose on this match. Let's take it to Highlands. Let's win it all. Thank you, Dan Stein.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. All right, folks, we'll be back in a few seconds. All right, we're back here for set 3. Getting ready, everything's good to go. Players are on the court. We're subbing in our libero, KJ Klembarski. Everybody's getting into position. Referees are checking lineups, making sure everybody's in the right place on the court. Remember, you have to start in your position in the rotation at service, and after that, you can move around. Failure to do so is an out of rotation call. Referees are ready. Up ref checks things over. And here we go. The third and deciding set in this semifinal match. Klembarski, Spolidoro, Wellbrock sends it over from the right side. Set up their offense over to Highland side. That's off the block. Good spin there, but hard to bring that one back. Right on the edge.
Yeah, the set went out there pretty quick. Block was in place. Just not quite far enough outside. It was a nice shot by the Highland team.
That keeps the serve with them 0 early going. Remember, every point it really matters in a third set. Big swing by Emma Fretheim. Really brought that back cross court, Mike.
That was an awesome play by Emma. She really got her movement outside so she could get into a position where she was approaching the ball the way she wanted it. Was able to look at the court and came back across. Nice shot.
Wellbrock puts the ball in play. Setting up the offense on the Highland side. Wellbrock, serve receive pass. Audrey. Lexi Petrick, nice swing, covered. Back set, right pin, big swing. Oh, wow, right down the line. Another solid swing from that right side.
Nice choice by Highland there to go down the line. I could actually see our defense move to that hard cut that they've been doing all second set. She elects to go down the line and catches us a little bit off guard. Nice play.
Right side, big swing by Van Heck. That one goes wide. 3-1, Highland.
Important to get a side out here, Jim. We can't, it's such a quick set up to 15. You got to keep things tight.
And there it is, 3-2. We talked about 3 or 4 points being kind of the ideal margin to stay within or stay ahead by, whatever your position is. But in a third set, I'd say it's more like 1 or 2. You really want to keep it close. Emma Fretheim puts the ball in play. Remember, she's had these long service runs. We could sure use one right now. Big swing from the middle there at Highland. Sends the ball up over our heads in our broadcast position here at the Convention Center.
That's too bad. Emma made a nice play attempt on that ball. That was a fast-moving attack. She was in position and just couldn't quite catch it.
That keeps the serve over on the Highland side. It's 4-2. Early going here. Plenty of time to go yet. Audrey. Lexi Petrick sends it over. Covered by the middle back. Left pin. Swing off the tape. Oh, big. Laura got a hand on that, but it was just not quite enough to bring back into the court.
That was a tough one. Right scene between Audrey and Laura. That network.
5-2. Highlands have the serve. Tape and into the net. The point. Northern Lights, 17 red.
Let's get that left-handed serve, get some left-handed action on that ball and see if we can find that one spot again. We got the rotation the way we want it, I bet we go to the deep serving point.
Jordan Brownlee. Oh, and just touches the top. So that's exchange of service errors there. Puts the serve back over the squad from Kansas City, Missouri. 6-3. They send it over. Klimbarski squirts out left, but brought back by Petrie. Oh, big swing in the middle. That's tough.
Yeah, I think we got a timeout coming. Jim, Nate's going to talk things over, slow things down a little bit. We're not out of it yet. We just got to put a stop to this little mini run and claw our way back.
All right, we're going to talk to Christine Forster again. I understand there's some specials, coffee drinks this week. If any of the parents are getting tired, they've been up all day, they have to spend all day here at the convention center and tear the courts down tonight. What do you offer to keep everybody awake on this long day?
Well, I have some great specials. It's going to be highly caffeinated. The big thing I really want to point out, though, we are eco-friendly and animal-friendly. We use no alligator products in our any kind of thing around it, and no alligator bites, because I'm just for the animals. Oh, and goodbye.
All right, you heard it there. We've got some competing sponsors here that maybe have some different goals in life. But anyhow, here we are back in action, 7-3 for Highlands. They're going to send the ball back over. Cronin on the pass. Spolidoro set left pin. Big swing by Petrie off the block. He tools that block, Mike. That's a good one. Get us back on track here.
That was a great swing over there on the left side. I do want to remind folks at 8 points in this set, the teams do switch sides. We also switch sides, so we'd like to, we're working on Dramamine for the sponsor of that. If you are sensitive to motion sickness, during that switch you may want to close your eyes.
Yeah, you could turn away from your social media screen at that point. Elamasso sends the ball over, goes off the tape. Good. They have to sweep it over. Klimbarski, Wellbrock sends it down. They have a little bit of trouble on the other side. They're going to free ball this one back too. We cover it. Spolidoro, we're going to try the left side again. Big swing, and that's up. Oh, they get that back. There's a ball in the court, but it's not going to affect play. Throw in the big score, and she is fired up.
Wow, that team almost started celebrating too soon. It's nice to see them recover, get back on their feet in position, and then make a nice attack out of the middle.
It keeps Elamasso at the line. 7-5. Remember, we'll switch when someone gets to 8. Oh, a couple of big fist attempts there, and we will be on the move here over to the other side. This move sponsored by the Dramamine Company, keeping you level-headed while we move over to the other side here. Going by some fans. We got other lights teams here supporting us. We got Kansas City Chiefs flags, lots of Mahomes jerseys. Remember, it's Super Bowl Sunday. If you haven't heard me mention that before, if you don't know that it's the Super Bowl today, you got your head under a rock of some sort. So, getting ready. They don't waste any time here as we get back into position. Teams are already back out on the court and ready to get into action. There's no timeout in between the set change. It's just flip to the other side and keep on playing. Pass comes over, Brownlee. Wellbrock pushes it over, set up over on the Highland side. Left pin, big swing. KJ Klimbarski there to cover it. Audrey, middle. Cronin off the block is another Northern Lights. Phew.
Nice play again there. I like using that middle. Kenzie's very good at seeing the block and using the block. There's some big hands over there, and she does a good job getting through it.
Klimbarski on the serve. Setting up their offense over on the Kansas City side. KJ passes it over. Wellbrock, left side pin, flips it. Start over again. Wellbrock and a big swing here. And the up ref is calling that out. He's overriding, I think, maybe the call that was made by the line judge.
Yeah, the line judge called for a touch on that, and the up judge apparently thinks he can see through arms to the ball and overruled the call.
All right, so that puts our serve over on the Highland side. Serve comes right at us. Elamasso swung over by Fretheim. Sent over off the block, and that's a point for Highlands. That's going to be 10-6. 10-6 here in the third set. Remember, we quit at 15. So, Mike, we got to get a point here real quick. We need a side out.
We do have to get a point. And I think Nate realizes the importance of that and calls for a timeout.
All right. We'll be right back. One more comment from our sponsor, Dan Stein of the Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Service.
You know, Jim, thank you. I have a pleasure of knowing and having been on the same team as a lot of these girls. They've taken a punch in the nose. Knowing them, I know they're going to fight back. I have 100% confidence they're going to come back and make this a great match, and we're going to take them at the end. It's going to be exciting. Stick around.
All right, that's Dan Stein of Stein Alligator Crocodile and Varmint Removal Services of Prior Lake, Minnesota. We're back here at the Convention Center, getting ready. Teams are shouting final instructions. Passes over. Brownlee handles it. Spolidoro, middle set. Oh, and a Fredheim with a great swing in the middle.
That was a great shot by Emma. She got up there sky high, surveyed the court, and found that deep back corner. What a swing. What a play.
That was an awesome swing. That brings Audrey to the line. Dribbles a couple of times. She's going to put the ball in play. Right hands it up. Oh, it's a dead ball serve. It's just a complete knuckleball. That's causing trouble over on the other side. Big swing. Block is there. Punched over. Tough play there.
That was a tough play. Good hustle. Got a hand on it. Oh, okay. Not good. This is third set.
7-11. Highland sets up their offense. Back set, right pin. Covered by Masso. Stuffed down by the middle. 12-7. We're in perilous ground here, Mike.
We are in perilous ground, and you see there with Audrey in the back row, she can't go up and defend against that play. So, unfortunately, they just try to guess where the ball is. Now that helps. Service error helps.
All right.
It's a 4-point lead. It's a big lead. We need to crawl, scratch, and claw our way back into this one.
Laura Welbrock dribbles. She has the serve to our right. Sends it over. Punched over by Highlands. Audrey, left side Petrick. Big swing, but it's covered. Left pin swing. Oh, and that goes off. 13-8. We can't afford any more misses.
We can't. Tough shot. Good pace on it. Good power. Laura's in the right spot. Just didn't quite get the platform there. Unfortunate.
Highlands with the serve. Taking their time. Here we go. KJ the pass. Audrey, left pin, Petrick. Oh, and that goes the way of Kansas City. 14-8. We are at set and match point for Highlands. Welbrock, Spolidoro the set. Sent over by Van Ecke. Left pin. And that's it, folks. That takes the match to Highlands. Well, any final comments, Mike?
I'd like to thank the kids for a good tournament. It was fun to watch them. They really competed hard, coming in as an 8th seed to finish tied for 3rd. I mean, we call that an accomplishment. I'm not one for moral victories. Really think that we had the skill to win this match here, but just so much fun to watch these girls. They're just a pleasure to be around, and it's a fun tournament.
Yeah, I'd echo those sentiments. I feel like we really came out today and played our best, especially in that second match, man. That was really thrilling. And a great tournament overall. Lots of good teams here. And really enjoyable all the way around. We see the team getting their things together here, and they'll go off and meet and discuss how it went, and then practice starts up again next week, and we get ready for the next big event, which is going to be the President's Day Classic in Omaha, Nebraska. So we'll look for you there. Certainly we'll be broadcasting some matches in Omaha a great place. It's not what Sid Hartman says it is. It's not a cold Minneapolis. One more word here is before we leave from our sponsor, Dan Stein of the Stein Alligator Removal Company.
Thank you. You know what? It didn't end the way we wanted it to, but couldn't be prouder of the girls. They fought to the end. Early season, we got a long way to go. I'm excited for the things to come. It's going to be a great year.
All right, sounds good. Remember, Stein will be with us certainly in Omaha. There's all sorts of varmints, and I don't know that there's alligators and crocodiles outside of the Henry Dooley Zoo down there in Omaha, but we'll see you there, folks. Appreciate you following us along, and have a good night.
But you guys still play at third place, right?
I don't know,
Because
do
you're
we?
gold, I would think so.